we are going to solve the question above. The question says we should use superposition theorem to find the value of V naught. All right, so the first thing we are going to do is for us to consider any of the sources first. Either you consider the current source and you turn off the voltage source, or you consider the voltage source and then you turn off the current source. Mind you, if you are considering the current source first, you are going to short circuit this voltage source. While if you are considering this voltage source, you are going to open circuit this. I hope you understand. All right. So and we are going to consider this current source first while we turn off this voltage source. So we are going to be drawing the diagram here. So you can see this is our diagram. We are considering 6 ampere first while we have removed 18-volt voltage source by short circuiting it. So that's why you are seeing a straight line. Now, so if you look at this diagram, that is this circuit, you are going to observe that 2 ohms is parallel to 2 ohms, right? So 2 ohms is parallel to 2 ohms. So let's call their combined resistance RT1. And you know, if 2 resistors are in parallel, so it's going to be 2 multiplied by 2 divided by 2 plus 2. That is R multiplied by R, R1 multiplied by R2 divided by R1 plus R2. All right, so this is 4, this is 4, so our answer will be 1. So that is the parallel combination of these 2 ohms and these 2 ohms is going to give us 1. So we can combine these two together and put them on a straight line here. So they will give us 1. I hope you understand. All right. So let's clean this. All right. So all right. So let's put them here. All right. So we are going to have 1 ohms. All right. Now you are going to agree with me that we are going to have 6 ampere entering into this circuit. All right, and it is the current that is entering to the circuit now. And don't forget we are having voltage here from our question, which is V naught. But because this is the first source that we are considering, that is why we are taking it to be what? V1. When we consider the second source, it's going to be V2. All right, so if we have a voltage source here, definitely we must have a current produced by the voltage source. So let's call it I1, or you call it I, but let's call it I1. All right. So how do we find the value of our I1? Since we know the current that is entering to the circuit, so we can use current division rule to find our I1. So our I1 will be equals to what? The current that is entering, which is 6 multiplied by, now what is the branch that is opposite to this branch? Because this is our voltage source here, right? And this is our current here. It is at this branch. So the branch that is opposite to this branch is what? Is this 4. So it's going to be 4 all over 4 plus, now don't forget that these 2 resistors, they are in what? In series. So it's going to be 1 plus 1. All right. So 1 plus 1 is 2 plus 4 is 6. So 6, we cancel out 6, then we'll be left with what? 4. So the answer to this is going to be 4 ampere. So now we can therefore find the value of what? V1. So from Ohm's law, we know that V1 will be equals to what? V1 will be equals to R, that is R. This, okay, let's use I1 multiplied by R. Our I1 is 4 and our R is what? 1. So the answer is going to be 4 volts. All right. So V1 is what? 4 volts. Now, we are done with this circuit then. So we are going to consider 18-volt voltage source. So we are going to consider 18-volt voltage source while we are going to open circuit this 6 ampere. We are going to open that circuit. So we are going to draw our new diagram at this part. Right. So here is our diagram. Now we are considering 18-volt voltage source. All right. Now again, if you look at these 2 ohms and these 2 ohms, they are still in parallel. So and then when we combine the 2 of them, their effect is what? 1 ohms, right? So we are just going to remove this, and I'm going to let's just join it to be in alignment with what we have here. All right. All right. So we have this to be 1 ohms. All right. And again, you know, when we open this circuit, this part and this part can be removed because they are useless and not useful for us anymore. So this is the clear picture of our diagram now. I hope you understand. Now, if you look at this voltage V2 here, we can therefore use our voltage division rule, because what the resistors here, they are all in series, right? So and we know from our voltage division rule, V2 will be equals to the voltage that is entering the circuit, which is 18, then multiply by 1, all over 1 plus conservative is in series, plus 1 plus what? Plus 4. All right. So this will be equals to 18 multiplied by 1 over 6, right? So, and 18 divided by 6 is going to give us what? It's going to give us nothing but what? 3. So it's going to be 3 volts. All right. Now we have gotten V1, we have gotten V2. So by superposition theorem, the value of our V0 will be equals to V1 plus V2. So which will be equals to V1 is what? 4. V2 is 3. So if we add that together, we get 7 volts. So this is how to go about the question. I hope the question is well simplified. You can let us know that in the comment section. And peradventure, if today is your first time of coming across our content, do well to give this video a thumbs up. Remember to like, share, and drop a nice comment. And don't forget to share this content with your friends who might be in need of this lecture. And don't forget that we also have lots of materials on circuit analysis. You can always reach out to us for you to get our material. If you check the description of this channel, you are going to have access to our WhatsApp number and our email address. Just to add that we are also open for private tutoring, and if you are struggling with your assignment, you can always reach out. And if you are having issues in understanding any topic as far as engineering is concerned, be it mechanical, civil, and electrical, you can reach out to us. We can help you to provide a well-structured material based on your topic of interest. Thank you. Stay tuned for more.